In this video, we're going to show you how to do the array trim practice. This is from lesson 45. You had to use an array, erase some of them, and you had to do some calculations for offsets and things like that. So let's get started, shall we? Go to AutoCAD. Oops, I have this open from the last one. Get a new AutoCAD.dewt. Okay. All right, let's look at our dimensions. The overall dimensions of this thing are going to be 0.75 plus a quarter of an inch there and a quarter of an inch here, 0.25. So it's 8 inches, and the height is 0.45 with, again, a quarter inch here and a quarter inch there. So that would be 5. So first thing I want to do is let's draw this inner rectangle, even though it's got some circular cutouts. Let's draw the inner rectangle that is 0.75 by, I'm sorry, 7.5 by 4.5. Rectangle. Specify the first corner. Click. Hit Shift 2. That's the at command. We're going to put the x coordinate first, 7.5, comma, the y coordinate, 4.5. There we are. Okay. Double check that we did it right. Hit F. There it is right there. Don't have to hit F1. There it is. Boom. 7.4.5. There it is. Okay. Now I want to offset. So I'm going to get my offset command. And it says specify the distance you want to offset. It's 0.25 all the way around. So 0.25, enter. Now it says select the object that you want to offset. Click. And now what side do you want to offset to? I want it on the outside. So I take my mouse, I push my cursor all the way on the outside, and I hit click. There it is. That's the border that goes all the way around that object. All right. I got a 0.25 radius circle here in the center and a 0.25 radius circle here in the center on the other side. So let's get that out of the way now. So let's do this circle. Midpoint should be on. And double check it was a 0.25 radius. So it's already set for radius, 0.25. And we got one on the other side. It's just simple enough to go beep, right to there, 0.25. Okay, we're going to trim everything out at the end. I like to do the trim, select all, trim it out. From the center and the bottom here, click. Radius is 1. Okay, so now let's trim everything. Enter. And now let's get rid of that, that, and that, that, and that, and that. Escape, escape. Now the only thing we need is the inside stuff. So let's draw one of the rectangles, and look it's going to be an array of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across. Okay, let me get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across, and 4 up. Okay, but then I got to come in and I got to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4 of them on the bottom here. So let's just do an entire array of this one object. So let's draw this object first. It's a rectangle that is 0.25 by 0.5. Okay. The first object is going to be a ½ inch down from the top and 1 inch over. Okay. So let's go to AutoCAD. So first of all, I'm going to go over 1 inch, 1, enter, and then with my ortho on, I'm going to come down 0.5 inches. That's going to be the top corner of a rectangle here. Now the rectangle, I got to use some. I got to be smart. I want to come over on the X 0.25. I'm sorry, at shift at 0.25. That's going to bring it over this way. And now I've got to hit comma. And I want it to come down negative 0.5 because it's negative direction. Okay? So there it is. At 0.25 comma negative 0.5. Why negative? Because we're going in a negative y direction. Your x is a positive direction, and that allows us to draw it down like that. Let's get rid of this line here. We don't need it. Okay, so now I have to array this object. I'm going to hit array. I want to hit R for rows. Rows go from top to bottom. I need 4 rows. So R, enter, 4, enter. Now I have to specify the distance between rows. And I want 1, enter. Okay? Hit enter again. Now I want CO for columns. Count or columns? Oh, COL for columns. Number of columns is 8. And the distance between columns is 0.75. Enter. And hit enter again. And escape. Okay. So there are all of my little blocks. Now all I got to do is click on this and move from this corner to this corner. Escape. And we got to get rid of these 4. So we want to explode them. So I had it highlighted, hit explode. Now I can get rid of individual blocks in an array. And I'm just clicking on them and hitting delete. And there we have it. That is the array trim practice.